It is the 21st century and keeping fit is part of maintaining a healthy body and a glowing skin. On this week's episode of the Skin Therapy Show, we are going to show you what kind of exercise that you can do to maintain that summer body. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Sarah Ndanu Teshna, and this is the Skin Therapy Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to your favorite TV show. This is the Skin Therapy Show, and I'm your host, Sarah Ndanu Teshna. Today we are here at the Racing Sport Gym with two lovely people. I do not need to introduce yourselves because you guys have amazing titles. Let me start with the lady, Evelyn. Kindly just introduce yourself to us and tell us what you do, and also tell us about your interesting title.
Okay, my name is Evelyn Owala. I'm the current Miss Kenya figure. I'm a USN ambassador, and I'm also the founder of Eval Health and Fitness and a personal trainer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
My name is Hanif Salam. I am currently Mr. Nairobi 2016
Okay.
Men's Physique. I'm Mr. Kenya 2016 Men's Physique. And
Okay. What does Miss Kenya figure mean?
Well, it means we normally have different categories in bodybuilding.
Yes.
For ladies. There is the bikini, and then there is a figure in Kenya. There are higher categories than that, but bikini is less muscle. In fact, I normally say the judges are not sure whether they want the ladies to have muscle or not. Then the figure have a little bit more muscle showing, but still very graceful.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Mr. Kenya, is it the same as...
Men's Physique is a little bit different from bodybuilders.
Okay.
Based on how we dress, we're actually wearing the board shorts, and the bodybuilders are wearing the, what do you call them?
The trunk.
The trunks.
Okay.
And we are like a hybrid of bodybuilders and models at the same time. So it's like the hybrid, they come up with the Men's Physique category.
Okay. So Hanif, did you always want to be, a Mr. Kenya?
I've always wanted to be like somewhere like somebody would wish to be like. That has always been my motivation in the whole industry. Yeah.
Okay. And you, Evelyn, did you always want to be, in fitness?
To be honest, when I started working out, it was all about me and losing weight. Competition is that other thing that I've gotten myself into, and I'm loving every single bit of it and every single bit of challenge. When you're preparing for a contest, it takes you to a whole new level. Every single time I'm not ready for that level,
Yes.
and I love the challenge. Yeah.
Okay, so Evelyn, you've just mentioned that your main goal was to lose weight. Were you suffering from, overweight before?
I can say it was not really deemed as overweight in the society, but I wasn't comfortable with how I looked at myself, right? And you realize that every single day, these are bits and pieces that weigh us down. You realize that how you look at yourself on the mirror, those love handles, those, cellulite, those small things,
Exactly.
they all add up. And you realize when you work out, you even think faster, you do things faster. Everything is different. Your skin is renewed so fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And today we are talking about skin and muscular trends. So maybe I can start with you, Hanif, and you can tell us the current trends when it comes to fitness.
Well, fitness is more like about, it actually depends with everybody's goal. Others have like, I just want to bulk into having so much muscles. Others just want to be like shredded, like a beach body kind of body.
Exactly.
Yeah. So every workout and every goal has its different kind of workouts and different kind of diets too at the same time. So it all depends with what's your goal first. So if your goal is to bulk, you have to certain amount of portion, certain amount of workouts, how much intensity, cardio, stuff like that.
Okay. Someone
In
like
fact,
me,
just-
I have never been to, I have been to the gym, but I've never worked
You
out.
are in the gym right now.
Because number one, I just don't know where to start.
Yep.
Number two, I'm so scared of, sore muscles afterwards, and I kind of hear that it takes quite a long time for the soreness to go down.
Yeah.
How can you encourage someone who has never tried, gymming, to try it and maybe just achieve a body as you are?
First of all, the battle is won in the mind. That's one. two, there are ways of going about how to manage sore muscles. I mean, for sure, if you've never worked out, if you move a little, the muscle will appreciate that you did. So how do you get to get your muscles to, soothe them and make you feel better? I mean, you have to warm up, you need to stretch, you need to go for a massage. I mean, take advantage of the deep heats, spray and because it's amazing. I mean, using the gel, it helps relax the muscle. So you can do this before your workout and after your workout just to relax that muscle. So when you start working out, the elasticity, the body appreciates the elasticity.
And it kind of like gets used to it within
Yeah.
some time.
Yes.
The point is, you have to start in everything you do in life.
Yeah.
The starting point, you have to start with the little bit you have. But in fitness, I have one thing. When you're starting, it's gonna be a little bit hard. But as more you get to see results, it's becoming still result, and then it's
Yeah.
just becoming an addiction to it now.
Exactly.
Now it becomes your own lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the hardest part is, you go to the gym and then you start feel like, okay, somebody's lifting 50 kg and I have to
You need
finish
to
50 kg.
exactly, yeah.
Once you have the mindset of you have to impress everybody in the gym, and mostly when us guys, when you see some hot chicks and stuff there,
Yes.
we have
You
to go
have
like,
to go.
yeah,
I have
make
seen
all
those memes back.
yeah, that's what we go
I've seen
through.
those
That's
crazy
why I
memes.
always tell
Yeah.
myself the only person I need to impress at that moment is
It's
myself.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
as long as I have the
And-
right form, right positioning,
Yeah.
I warm up myself, I'm set.
Yeah.
Injury-free zone.
Yeah, and the most important thing is form. You can really get a lot of benefit even from body weight workouts. You don't have to carry heavy weight. And again, I hear a lot of women say that I don't want muscle, so I don't want to carry weight. It is the most ironical thing because there's no single muscle that will sprout on your body without a deliberate effort, right?
Okay.
So you have to make that deliberate effort. Number two, you want to tone and you don't want to have muscle. I don't understand that English. I mean, for you to tone, you gain a little muscle, but just get it to the point that you like and then maintain. Yeah.
Now, Hanif, I'm sure like you've experienced guys who've come to the gym maybe for 6 months, 7 months, but you can't see the change. And I think this is what really
Yeah.
makes people give up on at the gym. So the question is, how long does it have to take for you to start noticing the results and maybe just to get that motivation?
You know, the hardest part about that is the diet part. People are forgetting like
Is
75%
Yes.
is done in the kitchen, not in the gym.
All right.
75%, I would say 75% is done in the kitchen. You see somebody is going to be working out so hard, like 1 hour of cardio, doing weights, and after that, I'm going to be smashing all the burgers or all the fries. It's like doing a zero work.
Because you worked out. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
all the fat, but just as long as you know what am I supposed to be eating, when am I supposed to be eating, how much portion am I supposed to be eating. That's why in most of the gyms, where people like Evelyn, people like me, and more of the personal trainers, they will be telling you, based on your kgs, you're supposed to be eating this amount of portion, of proteins, a little bit of fat, and people forget like fat, you need fat.
Exactly.
And say like people are incriminating fat and carbs. They make these two things to be like their worst enemies.
Exactly.
They don't take fat, they will never. But you have to give your body a fat that is going to be burning the fat. Like something like
Yeah.
avocado, something like
Fish oil,
fish oil, the almond,
almonds,
stuff like that.
yeah.
Because if you don't give your body fat, it's going to generate its own fat.
Some of these healthy foods that that we take, I don't want to mention them, but they're not as enticing,
Yeah, it is. It's actually true because, yeah, if I like somebody like me, like somebody who's prepping, like even for that big summer body type,
Yeah.
you're going to be having a specific kind of carbohydrate, like some say something like sweet potato, brown rice.
Yes.
You don't like it. It's not something like you actually do enjoy taking it.
Exactly.
But it's all about sacrificing who you are for
how
what
long?
you want.
For how long are
In
you going
fact,
to
how I can put it, it
Yeah.
is not that like we have memory. Taste is acquired.
Okay.
You'll realize if you don't eat something over time, you wouldn't want it. Yeah, like most of the time, I'll get cravings of things I don't eat when I'm too deprived. But under normal circumstances, when I'm off season and I'm just eating a balanced diet and everything is not skewed,
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy for me not to remember that there is pizza, there is fries. It's very
It's in the
easy for me.
mindset.
I cannot go a day without fries. So I just can't.
I can't
just,
relate.
I can't. I can't.
You're just gonna have to.
Because
It
you
depends,
can
but
remember it's
the moment
acquired.
that you have like the need now comes the need like I
Exactly.
have to look good
Yeah.
for this. I'm going out for a holiday. You don't want to go to a holiday when you're looking saggy.
Thank you very much.
You put it on some hot stuff and then your whole body's like sagging like
it's
that.
all over the
You're not
place.
doing yourself a favor for that.
Exactly.
Fair to that point.
Exactly.
So you just gonna have to sacrifice a fries.
Yeah.
Fries, give me a break for now.
Okay.
Choose your struggle.
Whew, I will. Wise one. So now, as much as we are talking about that perfect body, but you do also realize as you work out, your skin is prone to getting stretch marks.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you guys prevent the stretch marks from forming when you're working out? Let me start with you, Evelyn.
Okay, apparently for myself, you know, most ladies, when you work out, you actually get smaller.
Exactly.
And even like for the bicep, it just pops out. You just deplete and it pops out. So I don't experience much stretch marks from my workout, but maybe from my prior big size. So I've just been moisturizing them, but what I realized, most of them are disappearing. I don't know, for whatever reason.
Oh, nice.
There has never been a scientific explanation as to how it relates to workout, but for some people it actually disappears. I don't know whether it's because of hydration due to working out. I don't know. There's no proper explanation, but it's way better.
Hanif, how do you do it?
I would say it's more like the same thing that just Evelyn have been saying.
Yeah.
But once you tone your body, it's too hard for you to be seeing all the stretch marks, no matter how big you are. We believe in the same thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But another thing is how you be treating your skin, on how you drinking your water, and how your diet, stuff like that. It fades away because most of us been working out so hard. You've been using all the water, all the water you've been utilizing it, but you don't refeed it. So the skin, it doesn't get like, you don't have
hydrate.
the glow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have to rehydrate.
Okay.
Those are the
Right.
things that you have to be considering when you're on that particular goal.
Okay. And on that note, we will now have to take a short commercial break. Please do not forget that if you have any questions for Hanif and Evelyn, you can hit us up on our social media pages, that is Facebook, The Skin Therapy Show, Instagram and Twitter at The Skin Therapy Show. Please do not go too far.